I'm going to demonstrate translating a survey to multiple languages. So here's our survey, and it's just got a few questions. And we haven't specified a language, although the text is in English. So the first thing we need to do is make some space for the additional languages. And remember, you have to create a label and hint column for every language that you use. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually name our default language. So it's going to be English. And I'm going to specify a language code, which is going to help the automatic translator decide how to do the translation. Add the hint column. I'm going to add a couple of columns for Japanese. And finally, a couple of columns for Spanish. Now, I'm going to leave the text blank for these new languages so that they'll be automatically translated. If you already put in a translation, then that will be ignored and it won't be written over when you load the survey. So the language code for Spanish is ES. And we also have to, once we've done this, we have to change or add the language codes in the choices sheet as well. Let's repeat this. We just need to do label now, we don't need to do hint. Okay, we're ready to upload, but before we do that, I'm just going to go to the settings sheet. And I'm going to make sure that auto translate is set to yes. So we've added a column, auto translate into settings, and we set the value of that column to yes. So that will tell the loader to translate the languages automatically. Let's log on to the server, go to the form management page, click upload form, select our survey, and upload. We've got an error. Okay, so on row 5, I forgot to specify the list name. Select the survey sheet. I select one, gender. The list name is also gender. I'm going to add that in. Save. Go back. Reselect our survey and upload. Okay, it's working this time. It's taking a little bit of time because it's got to do all those automatic translations. So this can be quite lengthy. Let's test it out. Just go to the online editor and select test. Here's our survey in English, which was the first survey, first language, hence the default language. Now I'll change it to Japanese. Here's the text in Japanese. So, namae wa nan desu ka? Looks good. And then also Spanish. Now normally there'll be a lot of errors in this automatic translation, and you have to go through a survey with the enumerators to validate it, make sure it's culturally, the context is correct and it's culturally sensitive. So as you're training the enumerators, you can update translations in the online editor using the translate page. We can also go in and change to do the automatic translations in a totally different language if you want. So if I click on File and Automatic Translate, Tools, Automatic Translate, we could change the automatic translation to a different language, say any of the smaller languages, that's Vietnamese, Thai, and tell it to overwrite the existing translations and translate. But normally you'd be doing manual updates to fix up your survey.